The Hebrew University is actually where my parents met. I, as a kid, grew up more or less in Givat Ram. My first job was in the Hebrew University in the archives, cutting newspapers and classifying, like, the newspaper. You know why it's funny? Because what you're looking at back here is all made of newspapers. There's a sculpture that I made in memory of my mother, and it's in Givat Ram, quite near where my parents met. That's why it's there.
אני חושב שהאוניברסיטה העברית בשבילי היא המיצוי המושלם ביותר של חזון הדעת היהודי.
I've taught at Princeton University for 40 years, but during those 40 years, on numerous occasions, I have taught at the Hebrew University. I've taught graduate seminars, I've taught undergraduate courses. I was a fellow at the Institute for Advanced Studies. The Hebrew University is, without a doubt, my second university.
From the moment I stepped foot on the Hebrew University campus, I knew I had found my intellectual home.
It has been incredibly meaningful to me, as well as our company, Henry Schein, to engage with Hebrew University, an institution we admire so deeply over the past several decades. Henry Schein and our family were founding benefactors of the Hebrew University Bridge to Peace program in 1997, which used the power of oral health to reach beyond political and religious divides while improving the quality of life for all people.
L'Université hébraïque de Jérusalem est l'une des pierres angulaires de l'État d'Israël, car elle a toujours joué un rôle de premier plan dans le rayonnement et la réussite économique du pays.
My biggest or most important connection with the Hebrew University is with the Fritz Haber Center for Molecular Dynamics. This Fritz Haber Center for Molecular Dynamics was founded over 40 years ago, together by the Hebrew University and the Minerva Foundation, and has been a thriving center of excellence ever since. And I have been fortunate enough to be member of the Beirat, of say the advisory board of the Fritz Haber Center for over 15 years, where for over the last 10 years I've been served as chair.
One of my leading values, if not my leading value, is hard work. And I think add in a little intellectual curiosity.
החיים הם חידה, וכל אדם הוא חלק מהחידה הזאת. הניסיון שלי המתמשך הוא לאורך כל השנים לפענח את החידה הזאת. אם על ידי כתיבה, אם על ידי זה שלימדתי. אני מזוויות שונות, מכיוונים שונים, ניסיתי לפענח את החידה שהיא לא רק החידה הפרטית שלי. היא החידה של, הייתי אומר, ההוויה הלאומית.
The concept of tikkun olam, which encourages us to actively participate in improving the state of the world, was ingrained in my wife Marion and me as children, and we infused the values in our children. And from a business perspective, Henry Schein has embraced a commitment to doing well by doing good.
Une de mes principales valeurs, c'est l'honnêteté intellectuelle. Je dirais même scientifique honesty. Ce qui colle assez bien avec le fait qu'à la Fondation Adélis, nous aimons soutenir la science. Bien que je ne sois pas une scientifique venant du secteur bancaire, je suis une adepte des chiffres. Les chiffres ne mentent pas, comme la science.
Well, as a scholar of early Christianity and early Judaism, and in particular of the interaction between Jews and Christians and Jewish communities and Christian communities, the values that I have followed all through this have been hard, tough, critical questioning, examining given assumptions and seeing if they work, and if not, trying to come up with a better picture.
The value of building a bridge, of making things better. I like to find people who are like me, and I like to help people who help me to fix things that are broken.
One of my leading values is really that science should be there for the benefit of all.
אני נולדתי בירושלים. המשפחה שלי, משפחת אמי, הגיעה לירושלים לפני קרוב ל-200 שנה. מאז משפחתנו בעיקרה חיה בירושלים. והעיר הזאת היא חלק בלתי נפרד מעולמי, מחיי.
Notre lien avec Jérusalem est une connexion profonde avec cette terre imprégnée d'histoire et de culture juive depuis plus de 3000 ans. Pour nous, le sionisme, le retour vers Jérusalem, signifie que le peuple juif puisse vivre uni et en paix sur la terre d'Israël, afin de réaliser sa mission d'être une lumière pour les nations.
Well, whenever I have taught at the Hebrew University, I've lived in Jerusalem. So I think I know the city pretty well. I love the city, and I'm so eager to get back to see it again.
During my various visits to Jerusalem, I've always been fascinated, I'm still fascinated with the cultural heritage of the city.
I had taken a flight, I believe it was from New York to Tel Aviv, and I called my friend I was meeting in Jerusalem that night for dinner, and she asked me if I was jet lagged. It was a long flight, long trip, and I said, no. For some reason, I don't feel jet lagged at all. I'm so excited to come to Jerusalem and meet you. And her response to me was exactly right. Of course you're not jet lagged. You're home.
I was born in Jerusalem, raised in Jerusalem. I know Jerusalem of the 70s, 80s, 90s. Everybody knows that I'm a Jerusalemite.
I hope that my research helps make the world a better place by educating the public about judges and their judicial system on the one side, and also trying to educate judges, in a sense, about what they're doing, and maybe, if I'm lucky, about how they can do their jobs a little better.
אני מקווה שהספרים שלי ניסו להבהיר לאנשים קצת יותר להבין את עצמם, להבין את עולמם. ואם הצלחתי לעזור לאנשים להבין את עצמם דרכי, דרך מה שאני כתבתי יותר טוב, אני חושב שזה הרבה מאוד.
La philanthropie œuvre pour construire un monde meilleur. L'action de la Fondation Adélis est répartie dans 3 domaines: la recherche scientifique et médicale, l'éducation et le bien-être social. Nous concentrons nos efforts dans la recherche scientifique parce que c'est la science qui change la vie des hommes et qui contribue au bien-être de l'humanité.
One of my goals in all of my work has been to say, listen, the picture that the Christians developed of Jews and Judaism in the early centuries is a hostile picture. And my job has been to draw a different picture, to say that the relations between Jews and Christians were not always negative. My work has focused on asking hard questions and coming up with new answers.
We certainly think we contribute on a low level to a better understanding of molecules and molecular physics and molecular dynamics in particular. But we also want to make it a better place by training excellent young people as independent, creative thinkers, people that will play an important role in the future of the various societies and that will shape the future and will shape the world.
I think in everything I do there's complexity. It's not a black and white. It's always multi-layered and very, very humane. If hope can come across together with beauty and with some kind of bold steps, I want to be that.